The Jacksonville Jaguars fly west for Week 3 with whole bunches of confidence off to LA to take on the Chargers, who may have lost last week, but saw everything they needed to know about Justin Herbert. The throws he made after fracturing his rib cartilage, kids might call it straight G material.
More magic on fourth down. Yes! Joshua Palmer.
Herbert is day-to-day. Obviously, if they have to roll with Chase Daniel, that's a good thing for Jacksonville. Let's hope for the best and say it's Herbert having to pull another Rocky. Cut me, Mick! And he just keeps on throwing roundhouses no matter how his body feels. Then it makes Mike Williams even more dangerous.
To the end zone he goes, and can he one-handed in the end zone to Mike Williams? Yes!
Williams was the centerpiece to their passing attack with Keenan Allen out. They're hoping to get him back for this one. Jacksonville should expect plenty of throws to running backs. Herbert threw to Austin Eckler 10 times.
But look at him. Shakes, shows you how tough he is from riding those bulls you talked about growing up with his mom.
Jacksonville's secondary just helped throw down a Homer Simpson delicacy on the Colts. Dope nut. Picked off Matt Ryan 3 times, held him to a lowly 34 passer rating.
Dropping back to pass, lofts it to the near side. It's intercepted again.
The Jags' youth movement comes in with confidence. First-round linebacker Devin Lloyd had a pick versus the Colts.
Not the start anyone would have expected.
That ball's deflected and it's intercepted by the Jaguars.
More important to this matchup, their linebacker Josh Allen came up with 2 sacks.
From the gun, pressure coming from behind. He lost the football.
Allen led a frenzied pass rush, 5 sacks, 11 QB hits, 18 pressures. They could definitely use that kind of action against Herbert.
Matt Ryan off the play fake. Nobody's open. Dancing around. Under pressure. Bumps into his own man. Goes down.
And they would love another game by their O-line like last week. Trevor Lawrence hit just twice, never sacked.
Out of the gun. Drops back to pass middle of the field. Christian Kirk toward the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
With all that time, Lawrence shined. Only had 5 incompletions, 2 TDs, no picks, 121.5 rating.
Lawrence again underneath to Kirk. He had a linebacker, and he's able to beat that linebacker inside the 30-yard line.
Christian Kirk seems to be emerging as his numero uno. 6 targets, 6 receptions, 78 yards, 2 TDs.
He can run, but he sets himself up to throw. He's got Kirk on the run and a first down inside Colts territory.
Lawrence also found success throwing to tight end Evan Ingram. 8 targets, 7 receptions, 46 yards.
And Lawrence, not much pressure, goes to Evan Ingram. Ingram trying to break a tackle. He does.
Will he have time to find those guys again? His line and tackles now take on the Bosa-Mack sack attack. In Week 1, Duo comes up with 4.5 QB takedowns. But against the Chiefs, Khalil only had half a sack. Bosa got shut out. Just 4 combined pressures and 49 snaps.
Athletic ability, but it's the vision, the eyes downfield, and the sidearm to be able to make this play happen. It does it so often.
Chargers only picked up 1 sack overall against KC. Their secondary played solid under those circumstances. Mahomes had a rating of 106.2, which is kind of low for him. They forced him to throw short most of the night, so they held him under 7 yards per attempt.
A little bit of a screen, cuts back inside, does Edwards-Helaire, and is close to a first down.
They finally got cornerback J.C. Jackson back. Rough return. Though the big play he got beat on was a beautiful throw by Mahomes. Still, he gave up 5 receptions on 6 targets, so he needs to rebound this week.
He turns J.C. Jackson, the premier corner in the NFL. It's a heck of a route.
Lawrence has to deal with him on one side, Asante Samuel Jr. on the other. Samuel was amazing last week, got robbed of an INT in my humble opinion.
They flare it out to Edwards-Helaire, and that is read beautifully by Asante Samuel Jr.
Lawrence faces more than just good corners. Derwin James, another guy coming into this game with mojo.
They flowed that play up in the backfield. Derwin James is right there to take care of McKinnon.
Rush defense. LA didn't face many runs, but they got gashed when they did. Over 9 yards a run to CEH and over 5 a run to the Chiefs as a whole. 18 carries faced. Was an issue last year and hasn't been a strong point in either of their 2 games this year.
Now on first down, protecting the ball and getting out in front. Edwards-Helaire.
Jacksonville's rush offense only hit at 2.6 yards per carry last week. They have James Robinson, though. He broke a big one in Week 2 and has plenty of 100-plus yard games under his belt.
Robinson bursts inside the 30, inside the 20, middle of the field, 1 man to beat. He goes.
This matchup got a whole lot more interesting. Have to follow the news on Herbert's ribs and Allen's hamstring. But what do you think? Make the comments section yours by inputting your scores and analysis. We'll make the last screen of this video ours by putting some score predictions on it.